Hi everybody, I'm here to present to you Sixth Continent, the first comprehensive photographic project about the Mediterranean culture. It has been my obsession for the past 7 years, intertwining with my personal life and eventually turning me into a Mediterranean. Nowadays, most of the people know the Mediterranean as a paradise of sea, sun and blue sky. Belonging to this area, I wanted to scratch the surface of this touristic cliché and try to capture the real essence of this space. The origins of the project date back to the year 2007. I was sailing away from Italy with a friend who wanted to cross the Atlantic Ocean on a sailboat. After 2 weeks of navigation, I realized I was more interested in life on the shore than the mere task of sailing. I dropped down in the Strait of Gibraltar, and there I had a first glimpse of a truly Mediterranean environment, a world inhabited by seamen and dockers, smugglers and migrants. I decided to devote the next year of my life to a work about this area. Soon after, I moved to Barcelona, to be in a place well connected to its shores. From there, I was able to reach 13 Mediterranean countries, traveling on any kind of boat, from sailing to cargo. The Mediterranean of the 21st century has become divisive, a barbed wire fence between the north and the south of the world. It is also the basin where the major conflicts of the world are taking place, a dangerous passage for those who flee from misery and war, and even a cemetery for the 20,000 migrants that sunk in its water in the last 20 years. It wasn't always like this. In the past, this inner sea was inclusive, a bridge connecting shores and different cultures, a fertile soil for the very first civilizations. According to the Turkish writer known as the Fisherman of Halikarnassos, the Mediterranean was a sixth continent, assimilating people coming from the very antipodes of the earth, turning them into Mediterraneans. I wanted to find out if something remained of that time. So I focused my camera on people who still use the sea as a surface for transportation, a working place, an area of exchange, in other words, people who still experience living in the sixth continent. Throughout the years, this project has been funded by public and private institutions and showcased in festivals and exhibitions all over Europe. The time has come to enclose it in its ultimate form, a beautiful photo book. This is going to be a very special book, a poetic travelogue that takes you through a journey into space and time, a guide for travelers willing to discover the other side of the Mediterranean. It will feature quotes taken from its rich literary tradition, stories and anecdotes from people encountered along the way, and a beautifully hand-drawn map. This work appeals to a very broad audience, those who are keen on maritime culture, social and environmental issues, anthropological and historical studies. It can help to understand the past and the present of this region and to spread this message of cultural inclusion, a useful lesson to manage our troubled times. So, there are many good reasons to publish this book, but there's only one way to make it happen, through your support. If you would like to back up the project, you have a selection of rewards to choose from, including copies of the book and fine art limited edition prints. So remember, every bit helps. Share the project with your friends and family and be part of the sixth continent. Thank you very much.